And then you can just look either right here at the fuzzball, right here's a little windscreen up here, or you can look right in the lens. And man, just say, hey, my name's Bart, and I just want to tell you what I've experienced. And I can actually, do you want me to step out of the room?
No.
Okay, cool.
You might need a guide a little bit.
Okay,
I don't
no, that's
know.
okay.
Well, whatever
Well,
you think's the best. Whatever you think's gonna be the most inspiring, I guess.
No, it's okay. Why don't you just start with kind of, because these normally end up being right about like 2 minutes or something. So maybe just real quick, and what we'll do is we'll cut these into different sections, okay? So why don't you just say, hey, my name's Bart. I'm originally from wherever, and then kind of just moved here recently or something like that, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And then whenever you're ready.
All right. My name's Bart Whitmore. We just recently moved to Hodgensville in the last 6 months or so. Originally, I'm from Louisville. Now moved to Bardstown, lived there for about a decade. And, there was times growing up, we didn't really go to church really at all. There was belief, but there was no structure at all, or no real no path, I guess, a good way to put it. And there was times through my life that I think God came to me, and maybe I didn't listen, or I didn't think that's what it was at the time. Looking back on it, it was. And I just kind of did my own thing for a while, and I got in some dark places sometimes, and did some things that I guess wasn't very Christian-like. And then I met my wife, and a lot of them things stopped. And we've been talking about going to church for a while, but there was always an excuse why we didn't go. Something happened, or somebody didn't feel good, or timing just wasn't right. And then we moved here. And I said when we moved here that we're going to go. And I didn't leave no choice to it. We were going to go. So my wife researched a few different churches, and we decided to go to South Fork. And it just fit. And that's all I can say. It's made sense then, and I was supposed to be there. And there's no coincidence that we are here now. Like, I look back on it like it was meant to happen. When we moved to Hodgenville, like, we've been looking for a house for a couple years. We never even looked at River County. Like, it was outside the area. We didn't know anybody. It's over an hour plus from my job. It's over an hour plus from both of our families. But for some reason, the search part, I put a little farther out, and I seen it, and I looked at it, and I was like, you know what? Let's look at this house. It's got everything we want, and it might be a little farther out, but you know what? That only affects me. It'd be better for the kids, it'd be better for my wife, and I said, let's try. And there were several people that were supposed to already have appointments to look at the house. Somehow or another, we got jumped to the front of the line. Our realtor made a call. We put an offer in, and it got accepted. And things have just been going right. Like, it's in the right spot. There's no doubt in my mind that God put me here. And, there's been a lot of blessings in my life lately that I know has happened for a reason. And this has shown me that I've made the right decision, and that it's time. I'm ready to put my life in His hands. And, I'm certain that I've been put in my position that I'm in now for a reason. For my family, for my children's salvation, for my wife's own salvation, and to do His work. I think like probably 95 to 98% of the people involved in my life are probably lost. And I think that I've been put in this position for a reason. Like, it's for me to try to spread the word. And that's what I'm going to do. I realize I can't save them all. I may not save hardly anybody. But if I can save one person or two people, then I think that that's what I was put here for. But the key is to try. And that's what I'm ready to do. And I'm ready to just spread the word and announce Jesus Christ as my Savior. And I know He is the only way for me to get to heaven, through His grace and God's mercy. And that's what I hope for. And hopefully hopefully He guides me down that path. I'm ready for Him to take over. And for me to do the work that I'm meant to do. That's it.
That's good, man. That was really good. That was like the whole thing right there. That was perfect. That was really good. And like I said, what I'll do is we normally just